No other in the world is a perfect match for me. Saying sticks and stones may break my bones, but loving you won't hurt me. Loving you won't hurt. No, your love won't hurt me. No, no, no. No, your love can't fight it. No, no, no. Don't stop, rewind it, play it off. Can't stop my mind, you're taking over. Skip the intermission, baby, don't stop. We're getting to the juicy part of conversation. Skip the intermission, baby, don't stop. Right off in the night with no complication. Sticks and stones may break my bones. I don't mind, 'cause girl, you're fine. I'll be here, no worries. I'll be here, no, I won't leave, girl. No other in the world is a perfect match for me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but loving you won't hurt me. Loving you won't hurt.
You act like you got this song, so.
Loving you won't hurt. Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones. Loving you won't hurt.
3, 2. Slab time.
Slab time.
Slab time.
And we're back, y'all. So, I told y'all we had a legend in the MC game and the MC community in this building with us today. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just get straight to it and introduce my man, President, Naptown Rider, founder, Naptown Rider, Mr. Sonny Madd in the building.
Give it up, give it up, give it up.
Give it up for Mr. Sonny Madd. Man, you need some applause, bro.
I'm gonna find the applause.
Right, some cheers. Something. And the crowd goes wild.
I'm gonna find the applause in a minute.
Like Sonny was about to bust a freestyle or something. And he with the din. Mr. Mack, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. Pretty good.
Man, appreciate you. We definitely appreciate you being here, man. Like I said, a lot of people out there that we know that listen to us definitely know who you are. But just give the people a little background about how you started Naptown and how everything came about.
Well, there's about 9 of us used to ride the small bikes, 350s, 450s, all over the city. And we went to several of the clubs that was already in existence, like the Rough Riders, Mongols, Headhunters. And we asked, could we join their club? And they said our bikes was too small.
Oh, boy.
So we started our own club, which was Naptown Riders.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
And how long y'all been? When did you say that was again?
March the 7th, 1970.
Ooh. That's 48 years, huh?
48 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Big ups to that.
Big ups to that.
That's almost half a century.
Man, that's older than me.
That's older than me.
That's older than me, bro.
How many chapters have y'all had throughout them 48 years?
Well, right now we got 28 chapters all over the United States.
Wow.
And we got a few chapters where the members have retired, but Naptown Riders still exist in that city.
What's the most chapters y'all had at?
38.
38?
Mm.
It's a lot
Big
of rides.
numbers.
Big numbers.
What's the furthest rode on your motorcycle?
LA, Los Angeles, California,
And back?
and back.
How many hours is that?
We was out there for like a week.
Okay.
Yeah, we was out there for like a week.
Man, that's a long time.
That's a lot of different
That's a
weather to
long
go
ride.
through.
That's a long ride, man.
Oh yeah, it's a long
What it took you
ride.
about 3 days?
Well, say 2.5. 2.5 we did it.
So out of them 38 that y'all had, so I imagine them just 38 of the cities you had to touch being that
Oh yeah.
did this.
Yeah.
So how many states have you touched?
how many states have I touched since been in the
Since you've
club?
been in the club.
On the slab.
Oh, let me see. I say at least 40.
Woo. 40?
At least 40 states.
Wow. You got a lot of miles.
A lot of miles.
Wow.
I say I got over 500,000 miles
That's a true biker.
in 40 years. I'm gonna tell you.
That's a true biker.
He's like, he's out here talking about, man, I got 2,000 miles on my butt. Man, did y'all hear what this man just said?
So
500,000.
2,000. I had 2,000 miles in that little 450 that I had.
Man,
man,
Wow.
That's a lot of rides.
that's
A lot of fun, a lot of scenery.
yeah.
So being in the club for 48 years, and kind of, you know, I think a few movies in the last 20 years kind of sparked off a new movement, Bikers Boys and a couple other after that. What would you say is most changed about the biking community from when you started up until kind of now? Take us through that.
Well, when it first started, everybody was cool. Everybody was supporting each other, riding together, partying together, playing ball together, giving benefits together, raising money for the community, children's hospitals, sickle cell anemia, stuff like that. You know, it was a lot of fun. Now, since that movie Biker Boys has come out, everything changed. When Biker Boys came out, and I don't know why it changed like it did, but it changed because clubs started popping up everywhere. And they was basically going by the movie Biker Boys.
yeah. It
So-
became more profitable then when they started seeing that,
Right,
too.
right.
So do you think that the love for biking is the same as it is for the love of being a part of the club? Do you think that people are actually getting into these MCs for the right reasons? Or is it for more just having an association, or as much as it's for the love of the bike?
I think it's not for the love of biking now. That's truly my thoughts. A lot of people are joining clubs for protection and just to be wearing a patch, just to get in some of the motorcycle functions free. And they don't want to do what they're supposed to do to be a part of that club. They just want to create problems for that club.
As being a vet, what do you think the steps that can be taken to weed out the people who aren't there for the right reasons and to get things back to where, you know, back to where they started?
Well, I think that most of the clubs now got to be on their P's and Q's, because these guys, they're young, they joining the club now, they come out of gangs, and they got that gang mentality. You know, if you bump into them, they want to, you know, create a problem. Say something to them, they want to create a problem. If you look at their girlfriend, they want to create a problem.
More gang mentality than brother
Gang
and
men-
sister
right.
mentality.
Right,
Okay.
right. And see, like these old schools in the city, really, they should take back charge of the bike set, really, and teach these new guys
What it's about.
what it's about, you know, because we're not about all that. The guys on the set, they got jobs, families, cars, you know, kids. They got to think about that. They got to raise the kids. They got to go to work, got to support their families, you know, and take care of the household. And if they get off into some real drama, they're going to be taken away from all that
Right.
by doing time in, you know, jail or what have you.
I think a lot of people have the misconception, like you all said, because of like Bikers Boys and then the son of anarchy
Right.
and stuff like that. They think it's supposed to be like this, like you said, this gangster protection affiliation thing. And with hanging with my bros, you know, I realized it's a lot more community and a lot more love to it than I think people realize.
Right.
So, son, I know, like, I know you did a lot of traveling. You do, you know me, and you talk on the set all the time. If you could, what would be your advice to some of these other presidents of these clubs when it comes to their members and And, you know, cause you know, we all know everybody's bylaws are different and things like that, so, you know, what is it that, what advice would you give a president to say, if you want your club to run successful, because obviously you've been able to maintain a successful club if y'all been around 48 years. What would that advice, what would that sound like if you were sitting down talking to a young man and he was a president and he really was about getting that knowledge?
If he's really about getting that knowledge, I tell him don't bring none of that personal stuff up in here first. Keep all that personal stuff out of the club and do what you're supposed to do, you know. Bring something to the table, don't take nothing away.
Yeah.
You know, as long as they doing that, you be cool. Let them know the do's and the don'ts, and stick strictly to your bylaws. Don't let them bring no crap up in there, you know.
How many clubs you think have bylaws that's out here?
Well, all clubs should have bylaws. I'm not for sure. I can't say for sure if the outlaw clubs have bylaws or not. But to me, they don't.
No rule of order, right?
Right, because they more or less do what they want to do,
Okay.
you know. Ain't too much we can do about that.
What is the difference between the outlaw club and the, are you considered a more mainstream club? What is the?
Non-outlaw.
Non-outlaw? So what is the difference
Well,
between it?
Outlaws are 1%ers,
Okay,
and regular clubs like the one I'm in is 99%ers.
okay.
You know, that means we got bylaws, rules, we go by all that, we support each other, we do what we're supposed to do on the bike set, in the bikers community.
Okay.
Like I said before, I don't know if the outlaws have that or not.
Okay.
But you know, they come and they support. Sometimes they do what they're supposed to do, sometimes they don't. But they got some members in there that get carried away sometimes, you know, and don't want to listen. Especially the young boys that come out of these gangs.
Yeah.
You know, you got rules in your clubhouse, or, you know, your club functions or whatever.
If you're here, you gotta respect it.
Right, you gotta respect that, but they'll come in, they wanna break that rule, you know. We have a lot of guys in our club that have left our club and joined outlaw clubs.
Just so they don't have to have the rules.
Right, just so they, you know, they done paid so many fines and lost their colors so many times, they figure if they go outlaw, they won't be, you know, up against nothing like that, so.
Bullshit.
What is the biggest misconception about women and joining clubs? And
The biggest misconception
Yeah.
about women joining clubs. Well,
the biggest lie told you.
well, I'm gonna tell you about that biggest lie, the biggest lie I heard. A lot of ladies wanna join motorcycle clubs. Okay, I'm a Naptown rider. You might be in a club,
Right.
and your club might want this lady to join your club. But she tell you, no, I'm gonna join Naptown Riders. First thing out of your mouth is, no, you gotta go to bed with all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey.
That's to get her to join your club.
Yeah.
But that's not happening because we got too many married couples
Right.
on the set, you know. In our club alone here in Indianapolis, we got over 25 married couples. Do you think them guys would appreciate their wives sleeping with every man in the club?
Right.
I don't think so.
That ain't happening.
There's
You
too many
know,
fights
so
that
that's
happen
just
when they find out it did happen.
Right.
that's just a word of mouth, you know.
Yeah.
So what's the property thing? What is that? The women who are property, are all clubs, are they property in all clubs, or how
No,
is that?
not all clubs, because some women are actually members of the club. The properties of our club is like, they don't have a man in the club or a husband in the club, they want to be a part of the club. So they're property of the Naptown Riders.
So how do you become a member opposed to being property?
Well, our properties are, you can't say they're really members.
Okay.
You know, they just there for the support. They like to travel, they like to party, they like to do things for the, you know, community, you know, Christmas dinners, Halloween parties for the kids, Christmas giveaways, they like all that. And they want, if you know, if we sponsoring a Christmas party for the kids, you need the ladies to, you know, get the toys ready, organize
Do the womanly
everything.
things.
Right. You know, do all that, you know, so we make them a part of us. But they don't pay no dues, you know, nothing like that, so We don't worry about that.
So I want to ask you a question on something real quick, Sonny. Back to what we was talking about right before the end.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't, and you've been around, so I do believe you would understand how that order was supposed. It's kind of explained because a lot of people don't really understand. I don't think how the 99 and the outlaw thing is supposed to mesh and how it's all supposed to work.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just, because a lot of them are confused. They don't know that, hey, and a lot of them ain't even, in saying this, it might be more the outlaws that don't understand it than some of the 99ers that don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is, 99ers govern, do their thing.
Right.
And then the outlaws are supposed to make sure everything is right, if I'm not mistaken, based on what y'all set y'all
Right.
order to be.
Right, right. That's just like if, say we got a board here in the city. We got a board here in the city. We got the 99%ers running the board. That's all the clubs in the city. But the overseers are the outlaw clubs. If we have any problems, concerning the MC set, the outlaw clubs are supposed to take care of that. If they're down with it, some of them are not down with it. Some don't want to be bothered with it, period.
Yeah. And I think, and I say that because I remember back when we had All City.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of good things growing when we had
Right.
All City, man. A lot of good things. And it was ran just like you said, you know what I'm saying? It was things put in place, and I think that's where we lost track of all that. It just, I don't know, like you said, it might have been the 90s, but here lately, like we was talking before we went on the air, it just seemed like here in the maybe last 5, 6, 7 years, it just went from to just wow.
That's just like I said, you're getting a lot of young boys in these clubs that ain't thinking about doing nothing. They want to smoke reefer, and create problems.
Don't want to pay no dues.
Don't want to pay no dues. Don't want to travel.
Don't want to ride.
Don't
want
wanna
to
have a
support the other club. And then when you bump into one of them, like I said, you got problems. But before then, like you just mentioned, we had basketball games against each other, baseball games against each other. We went to movies together. We went to dinner together. We partied together. We had fundraisers together. We did all that together. And everybody's just drifting away from all that, We got people on the set now that's been supporting the clubs for years. They don't hardly come out no more because they're tired of the drama, that's brought to the set.
Because I think I remember, if I'm not correct, Levy D, I think you remember too, used to be fines accessed behind acting up in people's clubhouses and things of that nature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a lot more structure. It seems as though that structure is just, and like you said earlier, it's like, how do we get that structure back? Where do we start? Do we start with the clubhouses and maybe the people with the clubhouses get together and come up? Because it's just like, what do we do?
Well, we left it in the young riders' hands for a minute. They were supposed to pull all that back together, but they didn't. So the old schools are gonna have to step back in, start having these meetings, and get things back in order. Because I remember one time, back in the 90s, if your club came to my club and acted a fool, we brought it up at the meeting, your club would be fined. If you acted up, your club would have to pay for you acting up, then your club would have to deal with you after they pay for you acting up. They cause their club to lose a lot of money, because we be out making money to donate to these charitable causes, and you can't go to them people with no money.
So okay.
Yeah.
Well, before we let you get out of here, Madd Mac, we know that you guys got an event coming up this weekend. I think it's the 48th annual Brick House. Tell us how the Brick House came about and what you expect this weekend, because I'm showing that thing.
Ain't that it?
The Brick House came about in 1975. WTLC used to give a Brick House contest.
They did, you right.
Yeah, and we said one year we was gonna try that and see how it worked, and it worked real good. Mr. Brick House contest, we had ladies out there in swimsuits and men out there in swimsuits. And men loved the ladies and the ladies loved the men.
So where's it gonna be at this weekend?
At the Persian Temple on 23rd Street, I think it's 1801 East 23rd.
The Persian Temple,
Persian
number
Temple,
46,
yeah.
all right, yeah, okay,
Pre-party's gonna be at the clubhouse starting tonight, tomorrow night.
okay,
It's 6455 Massachusetts Avenue.
Okay.
all right.
I got one last question for you, Sonny, before you get out of here.
And I got one of them.
One more. Honda or Harley?
Honda.
Honda.
I gotta say Honda, cause I've owned 5 Hondas, 450 Honda, 750 Honda, 900 Honda, 1200 Honda, and I got a 1500 Honda now. And I've been all over the United States on them. The only problem I ever had was changing the oil and the tires. And I've been to a lot of roundups all over the United States. It seems like every roundup we come out of, it's a Harley broke down on the side of the road. And my old friend, president of my chapter in Ben Harbor, Michigan, a lot of y'all might know him, Hoggy.
Yeah.
He used to say, buy a Harley, nice to ride a Harley, ride the best, walk a mile. No. Walk a mile and ride the rest. Something.
Ride a mile.
But he would just
Ride a
let
mile and walk the
Ride a
rest.
mile and walk the rest. He would let you know that the Harley break down all the time. The Harley looks good, sound good. I love them. But they don't put them on the highway enough for me. Every time we go out of town, our club brothers from all over the United States rent trailers, trucks, pull them up on the trailer truck, get a mile out of the city, pull it off the trailer truck, and ride like they done rolled 500 miles. But the Gold Wing is the thing now.
Yeah, that was my first.
Yeah, the Gold Wing is the thing.
I got one question. Since we brought up the brick house, what are the expectations for civilians when they come and party with the MCs?
They just gotta obey the rules and regulations, that's all. You know, ain't no real expectation for them. They can't bring no weapon in,
Right,
you know, knives, guns, nothing like that.
Mhm.
Can't bring no dope in,
right.
cause they get searched at the door.
Well, just in general for any type of civilian.
Right.
Yeah.
We just have to come in, party, you know, be grown,
Okay.
have a good time, you know, act your age and you won't have no problems. But as usual, you know, you come in and you got a problem, bikers gonna have to put you out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got, thank you for coming in.
We got Eddie Earl. We got a caller. Halftime. Caller.
Tell him to turn his radio down.
Yeah. Turn your radio down, bro.
How many radios do you got on?
Right.
You got to call back. Sorry, caller, you got to call back. You got too much going
You got
on.
discombobulated right now.
Anything you want to ask us, old Mac, before you get out of here? We know you got a club meeting to get your party kicked off. We appreciate you giving us a little blessing. We're going to probably have to bring you back again, man, because there's still some more.
Some more fat we need to bless these people.
Well, I'm glad to be here, you know, glad to speak on the biker set. I've been biking for 50 years. Like I said, the club been in existence for 48, so 2 years before I got in the club, I was already biking, and I loved every minute of it. I got 1 million friends all over the United States, and I done seen everything I wanted to see
That's what's
by
up.
being in the motorcycle club.
That's what's up.
What's your favorite place to go to?
My favorite place to go to?
Yeah.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Really?
Atlanta?
I love Atlanta.
Do
You
you?
know, I wouldn't have thought about that with a
I
video
didn't
spot.
either.
I would have thought you'd like something southern, a little something further, something like Mississippi or something.
No, I love Atlanta. I love Mississippi
Hold on,
too.
caller. Okay, caller, you're on the air.
Hi, this is, y'all know who this is, guys.
It's Eddie Earl, y'all.
AKA Victor Newman, AKA KO.
Okay. Victor Newman.
Today.
All right, Mr. Newman, what's your question?
I got a question for Sonny Mac. Well, I don't got a question for Sonny Mac. I got a statement for Sonny Mac. I want to say to him, man, I really appreciate the knowledge that he gave me. You know what I'm saying? Coming through this biking thing, you know? I want to let him know that I really appreciate him.
That's
You
what's
know,
up.
I understand. Because it needs more motherfuckers like him out here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Some
Absolutely.
motherfuckers don't be wanting to hear it, you know what I'm saying, but he give it to you in the raw. You know?
That's right.
Much
So
love. Much
I
love.
want to let him know that I appreciate him.
He hear you.
I heard that.
And I kick his ass in pool.
There's always next year.
That's right.
All right, bro, appreciate you.
Man.
We appreciate you always.
AKO, AKA Victor Newman, I'm out, yo.
And Sonny, again, once again, man, it was an honor and a pleasure to have you come in and like you said, drop that knowledge on us. And like Lovey D said, I mean, we definitely might go ahead to get you back in here.
Anytime. I'm available anytime.
All right, man, appreciate you. We got Slab Time. We'll be back with you in a minute. We're about to drop these DJ Remy tunes. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
No. You had to get to a meeting, so we wanted to make sure we got you in that last 30 minutes so we can drop to the meeting. Normally we do our interviews.
Heard you on a nigga that's gon' please you. Suck your toes, kick it down, please you. She say, babe, I'm nasty, I say me.
Here's what we do. Girl, you addicted and I need you. She say, babe, I'm nasty, I say me. Popcorn and soup, couple
I like
games, pool,
fucking
watch
you in public, she
wrestling.
say
Cause we
me.
were here,
She don't like using no rubber, I
What's
say
up?
me. So she wanna fuck me cause I'm thugging, I say
Y'all know we open tonight? Yeah, I
to
ain't
the top of your
down.
head,
One night
I
of
feel it
best
when I give it a
though.
smack.
Alright.
Oh, when I hit from the back, maybe the run for the arch in your spine. Keep from behind while you wiggle that ass. When I'm in public, I feel that ass. Club 400 a dance, a lot of niggas wanna touch that ass. In the mall, going shopping for bags. Dressing room while you undressing, I grab a big old handful of that ass. 1942 in your class. I'm up the strip, I can send you a lift. Stay lawyer, I might get you a whip. First class flight, get you a trip. Want me to take orders, get you a bitch. Heard you on a nigga that's gon' please you. Suck your toes, kick it down, please you. She say, babe, I'm nasty, I say me too. Girl, you addicted and I need you. She say, babe, I'm nasty, I say me too. I like fucking you in public, she say me too. She don't like using no rubber, I say me. So she wanna fuck me cause I'm thugging, I say me too. She found cause I'm down, she say, hey, and I pick you up, pick you up, she say,
On the other side, gonna get better on the technical side. So, what I told him now, when you produce your segment, Biker's Corner, that's how you do it. I'm gonna show you how to hone it a little bit more, in depth with it, you know what I'm saying? You own yours, so now we gotta have more interaction with it.
We don't get no fucks, yeah.
I got something cooking for y'all. Y'all don't know it's gonna happen probably in the next couple weeks. So,
See how you try to do that media?
I would never love her, I would never trust her. And she tell me that the difference between me and you is I'm a go-getter nigga. That's what I have, I go get a nigga. I was up all night, counting the Benjamins. Haters eavesdropping, say they saw me in the bench. Bitch, you guilty until proven innocent. You wanna fuck with me so she can get deep in the fish. Hope I ain't crazy, but me at your mind. Now I got my back, thing caught this spine. No murder rate, but I heard you say that you and me. You see the shit you said that you to me. They phony, they trying to clone me, whatever this will be me. In the red pen when I rape back, can't see me. Hold the ATM to feed me. Point it on that side, you can keep me, you can spend it. Recount the difference between me and you. I really mind, but I give me something.
Last time,
Can't tell me nothing. The difference between me and you is you to sit on your ass, make a fool of the man. The difference between me and you is I would never love her, I would never trust her. And she tell me that the difference between me and you is I'm a go-getter nigga. That's what I have, I don't get a nigga. stop flexing like you're not. Yo, man tryna patrol that, I guess he is a cop. But he really can't cuff if he bustin' at my spot. But I didn't had enough, cause it's making my shit hot. Blowing up a nigga phone, what I tell you about that? Tryna hold something, hold my nuts, can you do that? Get me playing around with that mouth while he hit it from the back. And you can't say nothing now, cause we all been through it, that. It ain't nothing to cut that bitch out.
That's not how I get out of business. I don't know what time.
It ain't nothing to cut that
You ask
bitch
Heinz
out.
Ketchup, they'll
Like
tell
some
you
slick
later.
nigga
Hey,
to me. Damn time.
he tagged me in the, he tagged me in the post, and I dropped him there. It's so good, he got his also
You know I'm the
back.
man.
What, you got your 5 views yet, bro? Oh, my bad. I didn't wait for them all to one show, you know.
When I get the work, I get the jugger like hot sauce. Outdoor pool like front. Hit up on the back, rearrange the lace front. Face down. The top of your booty jiggling out your jeans, baby. Pull your pants up. While I hit when I see you do it better than I've ever seen it done before. While out of women drop it to the ground, but how can you?
See, what he didn't know is that I